So I don't know where you're at. So, and I just, there's no way to, I don't think these conversations, I mean, we can get conversations, but I gotta get some stuff out first. Um, and this is to my understanding, I am doing something, I'm doing a POAP NFT POAP project, which are free NFTs, no gas, which is really, it's an alt chain, I think you call it, on Gnosis. So it's Ethereum alt chain. But again, I don't know where you're at or what you know or what you don't. But so, you're building a brand, and then when you're building a brand and then trying to promote it, you have to bring attention to it. And there's a lot of different ways to get attention. Um, you know, first of all is social media and content. Second of all, you're going to, but that's a marathon type approach, because that's starting from scratch, which is fine. But I actually, I'm looking at the Cora, right? And I mean, I dig it. Like, these are cool. Like, I dig the lightsaber. Um, I definitely like the military one. I love the holiday ones. I see you've got some different backgrounds for rarity. Um, they're the Christmas one is really cool. I love the night. That's awesome. Now one thing though, like, and I don't know, again, I'll stop saying it. I don't know where you're at, but description is a big one. None of these have descriptions. And you're thinking of folks that don't understand what the hell they're looking at. I mean, is the t-shirt one, are those actual t-shirts, or is it a t-shirt shaped NFT? Is there a physical object that goes along with the NFT itself? Or have you created an NFT that is uh that looks like the t-shirt and is also the t-shirt? But I like this. I mean, the comic one is really good. I mean, there's some good stuff here. Um, as far as like a garage project, right? I mean, I couldn't do this. I would have no idea. So, because of the art, I mean, the art itself, it's good. So then, if we're trying to promote a brand, then you're thinking about locally, and you're definitely trying to take advantage of where the consumer is at. I mean, it's always a consumer based question and a value driven question. So what value do these bring? And, you know, like, people just want it. Well, that's cool. I can dig that. But, like these Memorial Days and the military ones, I mean, you know, there's some good stuff here. I saw something about fighting cancer. I mean, those are good, but you're still creating a promotion. You're still getting people's attention. And here's the big issue. I mean, the big issue with NFTs is onboarding. Not many people. You're like when I'm creating what I'm doing, the big issues are I first have to introduce who I am, what I'm doing. I mean, you have to have your story, and you have to be narrating it, and you have to be creating content around it. You have to know what your goal is. I mean, are you trying to, I mean, I'm assuming you're trying to sell your NFT project. Um, you have to be onboarding people, and then, you know, you, that's the tough one. I mean, onboarding's tough. I'm assuming I can buy these cash, which is a great help. There's no bids yet, be the first. Let's see, do I really want to connect my wallet? Rarible, I trust Rarible. That's a trustable site. But people don't understand what I'm even saying right now. And so that has to happen too. So I can't buy the Cora money dog. I can only place a bid. I don't see the buy now, but I'm not familiar with this site either. There are no bids yet, be the first. So how do I buy now? And then I'll just click on place a bid. All right, it says it wants WETH, wrapped Ethereum. Okay, there's US. Okay, US, right. But even that, like that's an additional step. You know, you have to, so what this implies is you're going to you're going to make your buyer go get, let's just say, a MetaMask wallet. Then you're going to get them to this specific space to buy. And then, but before that, they have to go get money into their wallet. So that's tricky, right? And that's a lot. You're asking a lot to go buy a t-shirt, right? You're asking a lot to go buy a product they don't yet understand. And why is that not just a PDF? They don't understand blockchain. So you have to incentivize, and that's either by so super hyping. I mean, if it's so super cool and people want it, that could be enough. But if I'm inundated and I want to buy a t-shirt and I've got, and I won't even buy shit if my PayPal's not connected. Like if I have to type it in, I'll actually, sometimes I won't even buy what I'm trying to get. So onboarding is a big one. They have to get a wallet, link their account, send money to it, and then go to your site and then buy. And all the while, they have to do all these trust moves that they're not crazy about. Because if you remember, people were afraid to put their credit card information into a website. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So then if you're going to the general public, onboarding is a big issue. If you're going into the NFT space, people who already have wallets, people who understand it, now you're in a microcosm economy. I mean, last I checked, there was only 1 million people in OpenSea, and there's 8 billion people on the earth. Now, that's exciting when you see the billions of dollars that have transacted in 2022, but you're only dealing with a microcosm. And now these people in this, NFT winter aren't going to be excited to just buy up everything they see. That day has ended. So, you want descriptions on this project, you want ways to promote this project, and you want to incentivize. And the art itself cannot be the sole reason. Some NFTs, they have utility too. So it's not just the NFT, but the NFT is admission to something, or exclusivity to something, or airdrops that come later, which is free NFTs that you do in the future that you just put into their wallets because you already have a list of all the wallets who have purchased from you. You've created your pool. Once you start getting buyers and people in your pool, you have their wallet address. So then you can just airdrop them future projects if you want to. But again, how are you going to sell the whole thing and get, well, I mean, I'm assuming you're selling. So that's the big thing. So, I mean, we can start there, watch this video. I kind of need to know where you're at to know, where we can go from here as far as the conversation or the question, but not a lot of it changes. I mean, to recap, you have to create demand, and you have a lazy consumer who wants everything spoon fed to them, and you're throwing them into a very daunting environment. I mean, the NFTs are the Wild West still. So people are not comfortable, and you have a lot of scams, you have a lot of fraud, you have a lot of people who say they're experts who actually don't know shit. There's no such thing as an expert in NFTs. There's no such thing as an expert in blockchain consumerism, because it's too soon. It's like sitting in the garage when they created Apple computers and say that they understand, the future of computers and everything that means. It's horseshit. So, but you've got a lot of snake oil salesmen. So, you're battling all of that with what? The integrity of who you are, you know, your relationships, your word of mouth, people that know Todd. I mean, those are the things that people will attach themselves to. For example, when I do mine, you know, one of the things I'll say repeatedly is I own a title company. That means that every single day for 25 years, I have managed millions of other people's dollars and and distributed those dollars as I was supposed to, both morally, legally, professionally. That money went exactly where that money had to go. So that's a way for me to get people to, oh, well, yeah, Jim is kind of on the cutting edge of frauds and scams and handling big dollars. And he's saying that I can trust the blockchain. So, you know, but now we're getting into content, presentation, what you want to say and how you want to say it, because you have to be authentic. You got to be you. So, you know, I don't know. Hopefully that helps. And let me know what you think. I'll send you know what? You're not gonna know where I send this link if I don't get the link to you. Take care.